since things really got bad end of last week, and want to do some updates for you now. This is Mike. I'm with the plantbaseddiet.org, and we really care about your health, so we're doing this series on the coronavirus to try to make things better, try to shed some light on what's going on. And some of the latest breaking news today on Sunday is that certain states are making it mandatory to close bars and restaurants. We're seeing that now in Illinois, I think Chicago area, New Jersey, Hoboken area, I believe some areas of Ohio, and I'm probably guessing that it's only a matter of time until just about every area is under some type of a quarantine. So just keep that in mind, that you won't be able to do those things. And of course, like we announced in the video we did earlier today, or one of the two videos we did earlier today, that a lot of stores, especially even Walmart, are limiting their hours, which is I guess somewhat helpful. But unfortunately, it has the unintended consequence of making it so that more people are going to go into those stores if they're going into them during a narrower band of time. So that's going to potentially, have issues with what they call social distancing, or what we've renamed proximity optimization. Excuse me. What do you guys think of that proximity optimization? That's the term that I just kind of coined, I guess, in my run earlier today, and that's actually something I would also think is a benefit of aerobic exercise. Is not only is it good for your mental state and it helps you with depression, it's a great antidepressant, but it also gives you ideas. It makes your body function the way it was designed to, to actually have that effort out there, and that's when it works at its peak. And that's why I get these ideas. I just wouldn't, not to say this was a great one, but I'm just saying that over and over again, I get more and more ideas that I don't get in any other way besides going out and really pushing yourself aerobically. And then you're thinking in a different plane, I suppose, at that point in time, that you won't get to if you don't challenge yourself in that way. So proximity optimization is what we call it. I think that's a positive spin on everything, and it talks about, it kind of incorporates in there the fact that you can get on social media like this, and you can connect with people like we're doing right now. And then there's immune system optimization, and that is dealing with the fact that most people's immune systems are not optimized and have not been optimized. So let's take this as an opportunity now that we have time to focus on this, and let's optimize our immune system so if and when we do get this virus, we will have the best possible outcome, and we won't overburden the healthcare system, because I know that's what's going on with the proximity optimization theme that people are saying out there. And that's what I'm calling it, proximity optimization, is that we don't want to overburden the healthcare system with what we probably think is going to happen, which is an overburdening. But of course, if we are going to work on optimizing our immune system, maybe that overburdening will never happen, even if everyone gets infected with this virus, because it is a virus and it's something that is normal, part of human history and life in general. So that is, what's going on. Sorry, a message just flashed across my screen. So I also want to say again, because I said this in my other videos, starting today, I am a lifestyle nutritionist, and I offer a coaching service, which is a paid service, but I'm offering that for free, actually, during this crisis that we're having right now. And as long as this goes on, I'm going to be offering for free. All you got to do is, it's personalized. Okay, so we can talk about how things are going in your life, what your goals are, how you want to reach these goals involving nutrition and lifestyle. And it is absolutely for free. As many times as you want to meet with me, we'll do video chats or phone calls or texts, whatever you want to do during this time. Just reach out to me at aplantbaseddiet.org at gmail.com. That is aplantbaseddiet.org at gmail.com. And I'll get back to you quickly. We've already had some of these sessions already. People are responding, which is good. And, I see it as a benefit for everyone, because if I can help just one person, well, they're going to influence the people that they're hanging around with, and they're hanging around more people. And of course, you become like the 5 people you hang around with the most. So we have a really great opportunity here to instill some really good habits in the people, change lives going forward, all because of people being, more on a quarantine type of restriction. And speaking of quarantine, we're hearing, of course, now that gyms are canceling classes, right? Because these are areas where people are gathering, and there's the concept, again, of proximity optimization, and we don't want that. It's not optimized if we are in close in-person proximity in a class, in a room, which is why all these schools are closing too. It's probably only a matter of time until schools close. So the gyms are closing. So what are you going to do? I see a lot of people out there. My wife and I, Denise, saw a lot of people out there today outside, And that's awesome, actually. And we want to encourage more of that, just kind of getting out in the fresh air, because sick building syndrome is a real thing. Most indoor air quality environments are not good. As long as you can get to an outdoor area that is not polluted, where you're not walking around breathing in exhaust fumes from cars. Another reason why you want to buy an electric car, because they don't produce any of that stuff. But get on some greenway trails, things like that. Go to the track at your local high school if you can, and it'll be off, in an area where you're not breathing in those exhaust fumes, and just get out there and do something. All you need is aerobic exercise. You don't need to be in a class. You don't need to be lifting weights at a gym necessarily. You just need to do this for your own mental health, for your own balancing, your own personal balancing, and to optimize your immune system. You got to get in this daily, meaning at least 30 minutes of getting that heart rate up and keeping it up. So how else can I help you with this? Well, I'm on Strava, and I have a Fitbit. My Fitbit is right here. You see it? There it is. Yeah. So Strava is an app that will show you different exercises that you do, that usually it's outside based, and it'll map them all out, give you stats about it. Find me on there. I'm Mike Young at Strava. Strava.com, I believe, is their website. Strava. I'm on there. Join it if you haven't joined it. It's free. They have different levels. They have paid levels, but you don't need to worry about those. Just join Strava, Strava. It's an app in your app store. Find me, Mike Young. If you can't find me, send me an email, aplantbaseddiet.org@gmail.com, aplantbaseddiet.org@gmail.com, and I will send you the link so that you can follow me and stay connected on Strava so you can see what I'm doing. So hopefully that'll provide you with some motivation. And I've been traveling a lot in the last week, so I haven't been posting most of my actual little walks and things, but I'll try to post more of those. I'll try to post everything that I do so you can see it. And then also Fitbit. Connect with me on Fitbit. Let's get into some kind of a work week challenge. If you're not familiar with Fitbit, if you don't have one of these, well, go out to your local store if you can find one. If you can't find one, of course, give your money to billionaire Jeff Bezos of Amazon.com. He'll send it over to you before tomorrow or the end of the day tomorrow, and connect. It's a connected device that connects to your mobile phone. We can connect. We can get in the work week challenge. There's still time, even if you order one today and have it delivered tomorrow, to get in the work week challenge. I think you need to sign up by the end of the day Tuesday. Find me on there. I'm Mike Y, I think is what it is, Mike Y. But again, if you can't find me on Fitbit, no problem. Just send me an email, aplantbaseddiet.org@gmail.com. That's aplantbaseddiet.org@gmail.com. And I will send you a direct link where you can connect with me on Fitbit, and we can get in a challenge together and push each other. Okay, that's what you want to do. You want to be around people that are going to challenge you at this time. When I say challenge, I mean they're going to challenge you to optimize your immune system. That's kind of what we're doing right now. We're kind of seeing that as our role in a way to help the most people possible. And if you know someone that could benefit from any of this, just comment by tagging them in a comment so they see this video, they can connect with us, all that. It'll be great. And let's see. Oh, speaking of Fitbits, your watches, your phones, everything, this microphone, your keys. I mentioned this in a video a couple of days ago. I think it was Saturday morning, actually. And some people thought it was helpful. Wipe those off. Every time you take a shower, make a habit of wiping them off. Hopefully your phone is waterproof. Most phones are waterproof nowadays, but if it's not, be careful. Definitely don't get water in your charge port either, because then you got to use a blow dryer to dry it out. But wipe all these devices off. I soak them with water usually and just wipe them off with a towel, a reusable towel each time. That's a clean towel. And that is what I do almost every day. It's part of like my routine, right? Like taking a shower. You want to keep these surfaces where you're constantly touching your hands as clean as possible, in addition to washing your hands. And these are just common sense things. I mean, truly, this is not anything special that you want to do right now just because of this coronavirus situation. You want to do this all the time. But it's a good reminder to start this if you're not doing it already. And of course, here's the other part. The last point I want to make in this particular episode, and of course you probably noticed that each episode is numbered up on top and has the date that we have put this out, so you can search up what's going on. And all these videos are either on the platform where you're watching it right now, which could be a Facebook group, could be LinkedIn, could be YouTube, but all of them for sure are at our nonprofit YouTube channel, which is aplantbaseddiet.org. That is the name of our YouTube channel, same name as our nonprofit. And if you can't find it quickly on YouTube, no problem. Just instead go to any browser and type in plantbasedvideos.info. That's plantbasedvideos.info, and hit the subscribe button, and you will get notified each time we do another live video like this, which we're trying to do at least a couple a day as things develop. And hopefully they are valuable and beneficial to you and give you some new insight and some positive peer pressure, really, because this is the time if you have some goals for your health, like I said, I'm willing to help you. It doesn't matter if it's a certain weight, certain BMI, certain amount of food you want to eat, certain type of food you want to eat, exercise. Let's see. There's so many things. Mindfulness. Are you worrying like crazy? Are you out of balance because you're either anxious or you're depressed? Of course, aerobic exercise will most likely fix the depression, most likely, but you've got to get all the other factors in line as well. So like I say, if you got a lot of goals, if you got a string of goals, contact me, aplantbaseddiet.org@gmail.com. Let's work on it together. Okay. You got nothing to lose. There's no cost involved for this during the entire duration. And, we're going to talk about lifestyle and nutrition and the roles that these things play in people's individual lives and how it might benefit you. I mean, you got nothing to lose except things to gain, which is great. So of course, since it seems like we're going into a quarantine period now, what's going to happen is you're going to get to spend more time with your loved ones, more time with people you want to hang out with, hopefully. And hopefully you've got a life where you're surrounded by people like that, right? Whether it's on the internet here, you get to hang out with me more because I get to talk to you, but that's not in person. Hopefully you got someone in person with you. Like my wife, Denise, just found out that her work says that nobody can report to work this week physically in their building. They're all going to report to work on their computer, and that means that I get to see her more every day, which is great. You should look at that as a benefit. I know that, from being around long enough, I'm over 50 years old now. I turned 50 in February. I've seen quite a few people that are just, when people, they hear they got to spend more time with those that are closest to them, their spouses or whoever else, significant other, they get upset. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to deal with this. That is not the right attitude to take. That is also going to affect you. And especially if you're in a relationship like that where you don't want to be around somebody, either your attitude is wrong or the relationship is wrong, or both, or a combination of that. But I would say that you don't want to dwell on that. You want to recognize the possibilities and the benefits of this time that we're moving into. It's a great time that you'll get to spend time with people you love. And I know people have joked around on the internet and said that there's going to be a whole giant burst of babies 9 months from now in the hospitals. And that may be the truth. That may be the case because of what I'm saying. That may be the case, but it also may realize that some people recognize that there's a lot of things they need to change about their lives. And that's really what we're talking about here, is use this as a wake-up call for whatever things that you need to change in your life, whatever things you need to improve, and we're here to help you. We've got all the resources. We've got our YouTube channel, and we've got all these different local groups up and down the East Coast of the United States, which you may be watching us in one of them. And please, by all means, comment on these videos. Tag your friends in these videos. Email me with questions, comments, and we got a surprise too. I will tell you that for tomorrow, Monday, beginning of the week, big surprise. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but I would say look for it maybe like tomorrow afternoon, and we'll be throwing it out here like we throw this video out, and I think it'll be a really, really big benefit to everybody. Very valuable experience to everybody out there. So keep an eye out for that. And in the meantime, I'll leave with my email address, aplantbaseddiet.org@gmail.com. Remember, free lifestyle, nutrition, coaching. And think of some goals. Think of some goals in your mind that you want to do as an individual, like measurable goals. That is what I'll be able to help you with. We'll be able to connect. We'll be able to talk about these things, and we'll be able to get you to accomplish the goals. And don't think that just because you haven't been able to get to where you want at this point in your life that it's not going to happen. A lot of this mental attitude will determine what's going to happen. So if you believe it's going to happen, it really will. And if you, of course, are saying this is never going to happen, then it probably won't. A lot of that's just your attitude. So have a good attitude. Contact me. Stay in touch. Connect with people. Remember, it's not social distancing. It's proximity optimization. Practice proximity optimization. Stay in contact with everyone. And use this as a time to improve your life and everybody else around you. And I hope everyone stays healthy and doesn't have any negative side effects of this virus. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.